A father's silence is often mistaken for strength, but beneath it lies a landscape of unarticulated pain. He doesn't share his wounds not out of weakness, but out of a brutal, primal instinct to shield his sons from the sharpest edges of existence. This is not cowardice. It is a profound, albeit flawed, form of love. Men are born into a world that demands an immediate reckoning with reality. The illusion of protection, the childhood fantasy of an unbreachable fortress, is the first casualty. A father, by his very nature, is expected to be that fortress. He carries the weight of the world not for himself, but as a burden he absorbs so his lineage can stand taller. This transmission of strength is rarely verbal. It is a genetic legacy etched in stoic resolve, a quiet understanding of duty that transcends spoken words. Consider the ancient warrior returning from a campaign. He speaks not of the fear in the trenches, nor the gnawing hunger, nor the ache of a wound that festers. He speaks of victory, of honor, of the vigilance required to maintain peace. His scars are not confessions. They are silent testaments to trials endured, a visual contract signed in blood that says, "This is the cost, and I paid it." His sons see the outcome, the safety, the provision, but rarely the cost itself. This withholding creates a generational echo. The son grows, witnessing this stoic facade, internalizing that pain is a private battle, a weakness to be concealed. He learns to suppress his own vulnerabilities, believing that to express suffering is to fail in his nascent masculinity. He sees his father stand firm against storms, his face a mask of control, and he assumes this is the only way. He yearns for that same unyielding presence, that impenetrable armor. But pain is not a beast to be slain and hidden away. It is a teacher. It carves character, honors perception, and fosters a deeper empathy, if one allows it. When a father shields his son from the very lessons pain offers, he inadvertently deprives him of a crucial component of wisdom. He offers protection, but not necessarily preparedness. This is the paradox of fatherhood. To protect is to prepare. Yet, the methods of preparation are often misunderstood. The most profound lessons are rarely delivered in lectures. They are absorbed through observation, through the quiet example of a man who endures. A father's stoicism, his refusal to break, his capacity to absorb the blows and keep moving forward, teaches his son about resilience in a way no sermon ever could. It is a masterclass in silent strength. But what happens when the son, facing his own inevitable trials, has no blueprint for navigating the internal landscape of suffering? He possesses the outward shell, the expectation of stoicism, but lacks the inner fortitude forged by understanding and acceptance. He learns to endure, yes, but perhaps not to heal, not to learn, not to grow from the experience in a meaningful way. He might simply learn to compartmentalize, to bury, until the weight becomes too great. We are taught that a man does not cry. We are taught that a man does not complain. We are taught that a man handles his business. These are not inherently bad directives. They are the scaffolding of a certain kind of strength. But they are incomplete. They neglect the crucial human element of vulnerability, not as weakness, but as a bridge to deeper connection and understanding. Marcus Aurelius, facing the plague, war, and personal loss, wrote in his Meditations, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This applies equally to the lessons a father imparts. The greatest lesson in enduring pain is not to pretend it does not exist, but to face it with courage, with integrity, and with the eventual wisdom that comes from having passed through the fire. A father's greatest act of protection might not be shielding his son from pain, but teaching him how to bear it, how to learn from it, and how to emerge from it more whole, not less. It is a subtle distinction, often missed in the hurried performance of fatherhood. It is the difference between creating a sheltered garden and cultivating a resilient tree that can withstand any storm. The legacy of a father is not just in the inheritance he leaves, but in the strength he models. This strength, when born from visible struggle and quiet triumph over adversity, becomes an indelible blueprint for his son. It is the ultimate, often unspoken, gift. The understanding that even in the face of profound personal suffering, a man can rise, can protect, and can continue to build. The true inheritance is the silent testament to the human capacity to endure, to overcome, and to remain unbroken. This resilience, this quiet fortitude, is the bedrock upon which a man builds his life. It is the unyielding spirit that allows him to face the world not with fear, but with a profound, earned respect for its challenges. It is the Father's silent decree. You can face this. You can endure this. You can rise above this.